All right, guys, we're getting closer with Slick Rick, so get excited. Are we gonna be firing it up today?
Possibly.
Possibly. Not in today's video. We have to talk about a lot of stuff in today's video, but we're not gonna fire it up. We got a lot of work to do. It's early. It's actually noon, and this video needs to be out to you guys already. The reason why it's not out is because I am doing some preparation for storm work. Now, you guys know we do the storm work. I actually got a lot of guys that work for me from, I guess, referrals from YouTube. They watch the videos, they see what we do, and they inquire, and they're interested about it. So I've never done this before. I was looking at the forecast. It seems to be a hurricane that could potentially go down to the Gulf late next week. So I am doing some preparation, trying to plan ahead, and I'm getting a standby list together. So if you guys are interested in doing the storm work, you're gonna call up and I'm gonna say, hey, you know, I'll put you on the standby list so we can go to work next week if there is work. So it's not like where I'll just throw you in the database and you never hear from me. If you're on my list already, if you contacted me before and you haven't got the call, it wouldn't hurt to reach out, because I just got, what, 40 guys on there right now, but I could take another 40 more, just because if this storm does hit, it could provide a lot of work, put a lot of money in your guys' pockets. So hit me up, john.recovery@gmail.com. Or if you have my phone number, which I don't know why you'd have my phone number, you could shoot me a text and say, hey, you know, just inquiring about the storm work. It is kind of based off location. We're here in North Carolina, and we're about as far away as you can be to get down there in a timely manner. So this is just kind of like, I'm throwing it out there. If you guys want to do the storm work, if you're in the area, reach out to me. There's a good chance we can get you to work if there is work. Now, if the storm turns away and there is no work, you know, at least you're ready for the next one. Is that pretty fair?
That's fair.
So, all right, Slick Rick, we got the drive shaft. I've never seen a 1480 drive shaft.
Yeah, no, it's it's a little bit different than what you guys have been used to seeing, but this is the new lightweight, super lightweight ABS version. No, if you don't know what this is, go over to the LS Nasty channel.
Oh yeah, big videos on the LS Nasty channel. We're almost uploading daily at this point on there, of just like shenanigans and chaos and everything going on. So first link in the description below. Go over there and subscribe. We're almost at 20,000 subs, so go over there and guess the 20,000.
Yeah, it's the videos where you guys are like, what do you guys do all day? Yeah. It's those. And
it's like unedited,
uncut.
It's just like, it really is just chaos the whole time. So, I'm trying to open up this drive shaft here. I'll probably just open it up like this. I've never seen a 1480 drive shaft in person. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? Oh, a big Pro Mod guy? Holy smokes.
Vendetta.
Holy smokes. I'd say it's a good upgrade, especially if you plan on making a lot of power.
Yeah,
or have a lockup.
At the 1350, the joint is the weak point, and at the 1480, the drive shaft gets bigger and just everything's stronger, so just a hell of a lot harder to get out of the box too.
Here, you hold the box with one hand. There we go. All right. Shout out to PST. They have something really cool. Their drive shaft protection plan. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, PEP. Personal equipment protection plan for when your shit explodes. Yep.
So, damn, look at the size of that.
Woo! Look at the size of that boy.
Dude, that is a freaking drive shaft.
That's a man.
If I've ever seen one, look at that.
That's a man shaft.
First thing you want to do is take the caps off your U-joints and throw the needles all over the shop.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa. Cut yourself, not your buddy.
Cut your buddy, not your body. Also, day 3 of the LS Nasty Fit in the Race Tech seat diet for me.
Oh yeah.
How am I doing?
John's healthying it up. The pounds are falling off.
I don't have IBS anymore.
Yep. And if that doesn't work, he's just gonna go across the street and get the other diet plan.
It's a Coke diet, and it's not the drink. Look at that. Can I say that on camera? I mean, I already did.
Woo, boy.
That sucker is haul. Let me get the picture. Hold on, back up a little bit. I do this with every carbon drive shaft that I get. How's it look?
Yeah, even Ava's like, huh?
Dude, that is serious.
That's it. Serious. Oh. All right.
It's a lot larger than I expected in diameter. What is this, 3.5?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, this is 3 3/4.
Really?
Yeah, the other ones are 3 1/4.
Yeah, that's big. God, that freaks me out. Are we gonna have drive shaft clearance issues?
Well, you could have drive shaft. You could clearance it, or it could clearance for you.
Also, we did make some changes. If you look in the seat, we put the Race Tech belts in the car.
Yep.
I had an issue where the impact belts weren't really that comfortable. Honestly, do you want me to just be transparent?
Yeah.
I have an enormous set of testicles, and
Yeah, he needs to go to the doctor, but
I just don't.
Yeah.
The crotch belt on the impact is a single. It's a 5-point harness, so it was going, you know, splitting the boys up. Went over to the 6-point with the Race Tech, and now it cradles the boys gently. So way more comfortable in my opinion. I like it. Matt sat in there. Matt, what do you think?
yeah, no, it's comfortable. I like them.
Also, fun fact: Brown & Miller makes their own bubble wrap in-house.
Yeah, no, we were watching it. That's just something.
Holy smokes! Look at this. Look at that.
Look at that bad boy.
Oh,
hey,
shoo!
That's a damn fuel feed line.
God dang. Dash
20.
20 with a damn port fitting on it.
Port fitting, nice tight clearance. Look at that. Shit.
And then we got our other fittings that we can crimp here. So now, look at that LS Nasty.
LS Nasty boys.
So, should we tell them how much all of the plumbing cost?
Yeah.
So we were in, you know, a lot of people were speculating in the comments. We just did the video of what it costs. We didn't really put any plumbing in there. It was a lot cheaper than we expected because we did everything. We did the vacuum lines, the turbo feed lines, the drain lines, the oil lines, the fuel lines, the return lines.
It saved us some money. Like some of the costs, like we didn't have any lines going to the rear, so that saved us some money.
Yep. And really, I think it gets expensive when you run really long lines.
Yeah, because the line itself is expensive, and some of the fittings, you know, you get in some weird fittings, and some of them can be pretty expensive, but sometimes you got to have those. But
we were slightly more expensive than we were plumbing Hank with this. Now Hank, the difference was it ran really long lines.
Yeah, you got feed lines, and
so we were in about $4,000 for all your plumbing. But that's fuel system, that's your oil system for your pump, that's your turbo oil feed, oil drain. We did our map sensor, our oil pressure sensor, fuel pressure sensor,
all the CO2
all the
stuff.
CO2 lines. I mean, so it's a lot more than just
plumbing.
plumbing.
Yeah, the wastegate fuel pressure reference.
Now, I know to some of you guys, $4,000 in plumbing might seem like a lot, but if you were to do that out of Red Horse, Vibrant, really any of them, you're going to be in like $3,000, $3,500.
Yeah, $2,500 even then, and then some of the stuff's not PTFE. You don't get the quality of fittings. It weighs more.
We have heat sleeving. Now, if you were to go and buy that, was it who makes that? DEI?
Yeah.
Makes the heat sleeve. If you were to buy DEI heat sleeve to put over the same stuff.
Yeah, dash 20. So this is also stainless.
Yeah.
Pull it back. You can't. All right, it's on there. But that's stainless underneath and that. So this is going to really improve our safety because if there's a fire, it ain't going to torch this line until it's really burning. So hopefully by then the fire crew can get there and get it extinguished.
If you think about it, you know, Matt talks about it a lot, the buy once, cry once. I think even with this, plumbing it with the Brown & Miller stuff, it's really not that much more expensive than doing it anywhere else.
I mean, some of the small lines, okay, so like those 180 degree, like everything fit absolutely. Pull one of those 180 degree ones. Yep. This, like, you're not going to go on A-Tech and get a line that is going to be this exact length. It's going to have these very nice fittings, all stainless. And for it to fit on the block like that, like you'd have had to come down, add a 90, do all kinds of shit. By the time you do that, this line right here costs like, I don't know, $70. And you're going to have probably 30 in a pre-made one that's going to have a straight end or a 90. And it's probably not going to be the right length. And you're going to have shit to run everywhere. It's going to be heavier. It's not going to have the nice coating on it. Like, it's just not going to be the same quality of line. And you only save a little bit of money. So it costs a little bit more, but you get a whole lot better result out of the product. Like, you can plumb one of these cars. You can plumb it with some other stuff, and it will look 10 times better with the Brown & Miller.
Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%.
You can take a car like Hank that just looks like complete shit and plumb it with Brown & Miller.
Let's go take a look. I mean, listen, I'm proud of Hank. Hank is
no, Hank's badass. I was just trying to get a rise out of him.
I didn't let him. He
didn't do it to me.
So look at, like, you got stuff like this where it just looks really nice.
Yeah, that'd have been a tough line to make.
Oh, for sure. And then look, I mean, just look at how nice the
crossover.
It's just a lot cleaner. The fittings are smaller. So see, like these here, we even went, the fuel lines came with the port fittings, or with the O-ring to AN adapter. So like if we had these in stock, you could run like a 6 AN O-ring and then get rid of that one fitting and be even cheaper. But the fuel rails came with it. So that's like Brown & Miller. Is the line and fitting a little bit more expensive than all the other ones? Yes, but you can actually come out the same, or maybe just a little bit more.
Yeah, and you're comparing, like, compared to other fittings, you're like apples to diamonds.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't eat diamonds, but I mean,
no, it's really not a comparison at all.
Yeah,
so.
totally different quality. It's not like going, hey, we're gonna compare Fragola to Red Horse or any of those others. Like the quality of the fitting, it's just definitely worth it. So we got that, got our drive shaft, got our hose. Always got to have our hose.
You always have your hose. The big thing is you must have your hose. So here, we'll put these in the hose department there.
We got a box from the guy that ain't got no bullshit.
Tim McCamus ain't got no BS.
No bullshit there.
And the reason why we say that is if you watch some of his videos, which I think he's pretty funny, but he's like talking about his carbon fiber department, and he's like, we ain't got no damn shelves here. We ain't got no bullshit here.
I ain't got no paper templates. Yeah, cut it all out on the Eastwood, no bullshit.
Yeah, he's just absolutely grilling every other guy that's ever made carbon fiber parts.
Holy shit.
So, all right, let's see what we got here from.
Hey, you know what is some bullshit though? They don't have overnight shipping listed on their website.
That is right.
So
what? It's 2022. You got to call them. Who calls pit places?
Yeah, like Racing Junk. Who would call Racing Junk?
Oh, we got stuff we could have cut out if we had our plasma table ready.
We do. Man, we could have been putting that thing to work.
We talked about in the other video, we're gonna modify some of the geometry on the heims are in a bind here for your lower control arm.
Yeah, so this one's not on here. So we'll go over here to this one. You have that much travel, and then it binds up. And normally, when you do a car like this, you can do it A-arm style, or what we're gonna do is we're gonna be mounting, this is gonna come back here, not quite vertical, but you know, maybe at like a 10-degree angle, and then this one is gonna go all the way up under here, and we're gonna get the fuel line in there, and the front arm is gonna mount here. So you're gonna have one basically tie rod coming back to here to control the movement this way, and then this one will control the movement this way.
And the best part is it's factory style front suspension. 3rd gen Camaro is a single A-arm strut. Yep. This is a single A-arm strut.
And it's all in the factory, you know, the uppers in the factory location and everything. So
we're good there. But we just the binding is not good. So we're gonna do it for safety reasons. Obviously, you don't want heims binding up, or you break a heim or something like that.
Yeah, and our caster was off. We're gonna shoot for 10 degrees caster. Those typically, you know, you're gonna run 10 degrees of caster on a race car, and you know, 0 camber, and we were at like 5 degrees camber and 3 degrees caster, just not ideal.
And then if you look at this stuff here, as you can see right now, the heim, the arm and everything, the arm's pointed down. This is still tipped forward a little bit. The brackets for the anti-roll bar are kind of far back on the housing, so we're gonna bump them forward on the housing, and that will really help our geometry when it goes up.
Yeah, because it gets into a bind right here.
We'll get into a bind. So I'd say, like, as far as the build on Slick Rick goes, we're in like the home stretch. We say the last, this is kind of a setback, this and the steering stuff, but we're in the last
the 13th hour,
15% left.
Yeah, well, we find some stuff, you know, unfortunately, whenever you really go to put everything together, you start kind of looking at things and finding things. We're trying to get it lower too, because our drive shaft clearance down, we have a bunch up but not a bunch down, so the lower the car is, the better our drive shaft clearance is going to be. So we need to get this thing set up to where it can just be slammed.
Yep. So we'll probably move these the shock mounts down one.
Yeah, down one more, and then that'll give us some more travel. We're looking for, you know, 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch of up travel. So that's just basically riding around the pits. Return road, because you'll never be using any of the compression while you're on the track. Everything from the word go, you know, you click the button and it's instantly starting to extend. So on some cars, you know, we run them just bottomed out, like you just don't need any travel.
So well, I've been busy with the storm stuff. Matt's been busy. We haven't really had time to film a video and work on this stuff. We were working on a bunch of stuff last night. So that's all we got for you today. Tomorrow we'll have progress updates on this, maybe even a fire up video. Have Hank back together with his new converter. and really just hammering stuff out. So sorry for, I don't even know if I really need to apologize, but we're just busy as hell. LS Nasty channel's got some videos. We're putting out a video every day here. We're working our ass off, and we appreciate all you guys watching, supporting, commenting, subscribing. It really means the world. So everyone that goes and hits that subscribe button, everyone that hits that thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. We couldn't do any of this stuff without you. We know right now,
except for that one guy that was like, all Matt does is stand around.
yeah, some guy just absolutely called out Matt and was so wrong. He was literally talking out his ass.
We don't appreciate that guy.
Yeah.
But everybody else.
But we're trying to get to the racetrack. We're trying to get this stuff done. Once this is done, the Black Sheep motor's done. We just got to put that in. Hank's done. We'll really be at the track. The motor for the Red Lobster's done. So, you know, builds like that where you just got to stick the motor back in, we'll be at the track in no time. This one here is a lot of work to get it right. So we're getting them right, and we're going to be bringing you guys some badass content here shortly.